a great event coming up this weekend, and it certainly kicks off a series of events over the next few weeks and actually over the next few months. And so I thank you for coming. I thank you for helping us get the word out so we can make this a safe event and everybody can have a good time. First, I'd like to start off with our mayor, Bob Buckhorn. Mayor?
All right. This is the beginning of the Gasparilla season. It used to be one weekend. It's now about 3 months. But it is the signature event for this city. It's been going on for over 100 years. I rarely say anything nice about Pirates, especially since they're coming tomorrow to... See, he's always trying to sneak up on me to try and get the key out of me, which I will not give to him. But this is really one of the events that separates Tampa from the rest of the country. You combine that with the fact that this year we are hosting the National Hockey League All-Star Game. And once again, Tampa will be in the international spotlight. And once again, like we have done with the Republican National Convention, like we've done with Bollywood, like we did last year with the College Football National Championship, like we do every year with the Outback Bowl, we will rise to the occasion and do what we do as well as anybody in the country, which is host major events. Gasparilla is unique. Obviously, there are some challenges that go along with this. You're going to hear from some of the law enforcement personnel about some of the challenges in today's modern environment. But I will tell you that the safety of the folks that are here and the safety of our citizens and our guests is of utmost importance. We couldn't do this without the partners that are here behind me. You see every agency, every different type of uniform who join together every year to help us put this on. And it is only because of their support and their cooperation that we are able to do this. This is a great weekend for us. We need people to exercise caution. We need people to behave responsibly. We need people to use good judgment. Adult beverages are fine, but do it in moderation. And you don't often hear an Irish guy saying that. But we need people to just behave responsibly, and particularly for those underage guests, we will have zero tolerance for alcohol consumption if you are not of age. This is a time to celebrate a tradition that's been going on for 100 years. It is our signature event. We love doing this. This is part of our DNA. And in spite of those Pirates, we are going to have another amazing, successful Gasparilla invasion. And I look forward to it. And it's going to be a great weekend. So, Chief Dugan.
Thank you, Mayor. Now I'd like to have Superintendent Jeff Eakins.
Thank you, Chief. Definitely, we are one of those partners that come alongside TPD and our city to ensure a safe environment during Gasparilla. We've done that for the last several years, and the number of arrests involving school-aged youth continues to go down. We're very proud of that. Tampa police officers have spent the last few weeks giving presentations to our high school students, and our students have definitely heard the message. We want all of our students and families to be safe, just like the mayor said. This week, a call from myself and Mayor Buckhorn will go out to all of our high school families, reminding them of the do's and the don'ts. Our students understand when they go to Gasparilla Parade, they are there to have fun. It's definitely a tradition here in Tampa, but they know the laws and they understand very clearly the consequences. So in Hillsborough County, we are preparing our students for life, and obviously part of life is making the right choices. We expect them this week and in the weeks ahead to make the right choices at Gasparilla to ensure they have a safe and fun time there. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeff, and I appreciate your partnership and your willingness to work with the Tampa Police Department and law enforcement throughout the county. It means more than you realize, and it allows us to accomplish a lot of good things, and I appreciate your efforts on that. From the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, I have the Major Roger Young.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it. Morning, everybody. What makes Gasparilla so unique and highlights this community is the Gasparilla Flotilla invasion that comes in. So a message that we have for all of our boaters that are going to be enjoying that flotilla is from the maritime law enforcement community and all the partners is we want everybody to be safe and enjoy this event. One thing they can do is wear a life jacket when you're on the water. Life jacket saves lives, period. So find a comfortable life jacket and wear it if you can. Also, it is a very congested event. There's going to be boats all over, so please maintain a 360 awareness around your vessel and maintain your vessel at a safe speed at all times if you can. That'll help you be able to get into the flotilla safely and reduce the risk of any boating accidents. Also, as the mayor said, consuming alcohol is okay, but not while you're operating your vessel. We're going to have zero tolerance policy for operating your vessel while impaired by drugs or alcohol. We're going to have officers from the entire maritime community out in force, making sure everyone has a safe day on the water. Also, be aware of your surroundings, but also keep an eye on the weather. Weather can change rapidly in this time of year. It is January, so please keep an eye on the weather and make sure that you got a float plan where you're going to be going to and coming from at all times. Also, check your safety equipment before you leave the house. It is January. It's been a cold winter, and a lot of the boats have been on the trailers for a long time. So please make sure before you get out and into the water and into the mayhem, please make sure you do a comprehensive vessel check. So we want everybody to enjoy this event. It's a great event. It highlights the resources that we have in this unique area, and our maritime law enforcement partners will be working together to make sure it's safe for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Major. And from Pepin Distributing, we have Joe Wessel.
Pepin Distributing and Budweiser are happy to continue our long-standing partnership with you, Mystic Crew, and are pleased to sponsor our Responsibility Matters campaign with the Tampa Police Department in all Hillsborough County high schools. This year, we have a new program called Anchor Captains. In partnership with a new startup company called Anchor Rides, they offer a designated captain to operate a boat at Gasparilla. We're offering a $50 coupon for the first 50 boaters that choose to have a designated captain through Anchor Rides. So we want to make sure that this year's celebration is safe on the seas as well as on the roads. We thank everyone for the opportunity to continue partnership so together we can make the community a safer place to work, play. Thank you.
Thank you. And the captain of the Ye Mystic Crew, who is just a tremendous partner with us and does so much for our city, Christopher Likes.
Thank you very much, Chief, and it has been a distinct pleasure to participate in all the planning, both on the water side and the land side activities. You all may remember in the last several years, we've had a See Something, Say Something program, and that has resulted in very safe Gasparillas, also resulted in more crowd-friendly, larger crowds and friendlier crowds. As the mayor mentioned, personal responsibility. More recently, in conjunction with several of our partners, we've developed a Responsibility Matters, Respect is the Key program. And that goes out to all the schools, local universities, and in a nutshell, it really is a zero tolerance policy and one that promotes responsibility and participation, folks coming forward to be a part of a good land-borne invasion. Lastly, I just want to say thank you to all the neighbors, all the folks in the neighborhoods that go along the parade route. There's been significant interaction. We've had fewer incidents. Thank you, Chief, to the police force. And things just keep getting better there as well. So if we have as good a day as we did have Saturday in some of the crowds, everybody's going to have a very nice time and a safe time. Thank you very much.
I'd like to take this moment to thank all of our different partners. There are several people with us here today that are just essential to making this a successful event. I have my good friend from the fire department, Tampa Fire Rescue, of Fire Chief Tom Ford. Thank you, Tom, for everything that you do. From the Tampa Bay Sports Commission, we have Rob Higgins. Thanks, Rob. Ellen Snelling from the Tampa Alcohol Coalition. We have Tim Nelson, the University of Tampa. And we have Zach Hatraff from Anchor Rides. And, you know, I have Captain Joel Rios from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Chronister could not make it today, but I want to give a bit of a shout out to Chad Chronister, the Sheriff of Hillsborough County. He is a tremendous partner. We could not do this without the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Chad is a good friend of mine, and he is the leader of law enforcement in Hillsborough County, and I thank him and everything that their agency does to make this event so safe, and so I appreciate that. You know, my message is I want people to plan ahead and think about what they're going to do on Saturday. Know where you're going to park. Think about that in advance. Have a plan. Take a picture of the street signs of where you park. Use your location settings on your smartphone to be able to figure out where your car is and where you're at. If your cell phone battery doesn't last all day, then bring a battery backup so you can charge it. And think about safety and plan ahead. Your personal responsibility for yourself and others' property. Okay? We have to be respectful in our neighborhoods. These are people's homes. These are people's yards. This is where they live. You can't go crazy losing your mind drinking in these neighborhoods. You're allowed to drink on the parade route, not so much back in the neighborhoods. Take some responsibility. Look at cabs, look at ride-sharing programs, and plan ahead. You know, Gasparilla starts early in the day. You know, I don't want to be the fun killer, but if you're not used to drinking and it started at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and you get up and start drinking at 9 a.m. on an empty stomach, come see me about noon and we'll see how it works out for you. So think through, have a plan. We want you to have a good time, but we want you to be responsible. I cannot ask you to be patient enough when you think about traffic. You know, you're going to be in neighborhoods that they're not used to being in. Be patient, be kindful, look out for each other. If you're in a group, stick together. Okay, these are crazy times that we're living in. We need people to stick together. You know, we want this to be a fun, safe event. And if you see something, you need to say something. We have the text line set up for Gasparilla at 888-777. There's going to be all kinds of information. We need you to participate in that. And I'm very looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun, great event for our city. But I just want people to think things through and have a good time and be safe and look out for each other. We're a community that cares about each other, and that's what we need to have the same thing on Saturday.